everyone. Sorry we're so late. We're back here. Hope you're all doing well. This is Maureen Kamari of Amari Baking Center. Thank you for joining us. Please rejoin us. Lots of likes, lots of loves. We're about to do a demo on how to use chocolate drips to decorate your cake. I hope nobody's caught in the rain. If you are, stay warm. If it gets a little loud over here, it's because of the rain. So yeah, thank you for joining us. So anyway, today we're excited. We'll try and keep it as short as possible. We're gonna do today we're just gonna be using melted chocolate to do our drips. Feel free to use chocolate ganache to do your drips, but we find that just chocolate by itself actually works out. So we're gonna be doing that today. So if you're joining us, please say hello. Please let us know where you are at, which county. Is it raining? Okay, and then we can get started. All right then, anyone joining us?
Nancy Nyando, Halima.
Hi, Nancy. Oh, Nancy, hi.
Halima.
Hi, Halima. Thanks for joining us again. You joined us last time.
Dipti.
Dipti. Hi, Dipti. Thanks so much for joining us. So I'm gonna get right into it, okay? So what you do if you want to get the melted chocolate simply is actually, Ellie's gonna show us, just like take a block of chocolate, grate it into this, okay? And then do a double boiler, okay? A double boiler is when you use two containers. The bottom container has hot water and the top container is where you put your chocolate. Chocolate can't be melted directly because it gets really burnt. So you have to use the double boiler method, okay? So if Ellie can show us, basically we have hot water in here, okay? And then make sure the hot water doesn't touch the top bowl. So, hot water and then the bowl. And then what you do, you take your chocolate and you put it in there. And that's it. We're just gonna wait for it to start melting. So it takes 2 to about 5 minutes and it starts melting and it becomes this right here. So what we do is we just keep stirring and stirring and it just turns into liquid. Now usually if you're using it right away, you can just scoop this and use it as it is. As you can see, it's able to do a really nice drip. However, if you're really afraid of it, it's going to start maybe melting really fast, or sorry, hardening really fast. Make sure you put some cooking oil in there, like a tablespoon of cooking oil in there, and it'll keep it really nice and fluid, okay? Now for mine, I know I'm gonna be just fine, so I'm just gonna use this as it is, okay? So for today, we're going to be using drip on a cake that I've already decorated. I'll make sure I leave that recipe, but it's actually just a chocolate sponge. And then what I've done, I've decorated it. You can take a look over here with non-dairy cream. I just whipped some non-dairy cream and they were in different colors. So it looks like this kind of nice watercolor effect. Really popular these days, as you can see. And then I make sure my edges are really nice, okay? So anybody loving this cake? If you love this cake, make sure you show us some likes, some loves. All right, so now when you're dripping chocolate, okay, there's two options. You can use a piping bag like this. That's what I'm going to be using today, a piping bag. All you gotta do is put the chocolate in here and snip the end with some scissors. You can also, if you're doing a lot of work, I'm sure you've seen these ketchup sort of tomato sauce bottles. They have an opening here, so you're gonna melt your chocolate, put it in here, and then you're just gonna pour the drip. But this is when you have a lot of chocolate, which today I don't really have a lot, so I think I'm just gonna be using this one, okay? So I'm gonna set this aside. So if you have a lot of work you're doing or using a lot of ganache, use this bottle. It's gonna save you a whole lot of trouble, okay? So I'm gonna take my trusty little piping bag, pour this in there, start the drip, okay? Anybody is just joining us, say hello. What's up? Show some love. Anyone around?
Patience.
Hi, Patience. Thanks for joining us. We really appreciate it. Just keep doing that. Let me switch this up a little bit. So I'm going to stir it a little bit because I'm seeing it setting. And by the way, when you're in really, really cold weather like we are right now, it'll set really fast. So see, if you put it on top of hot water really fast, it just kind of becomes nice and simple and fluid. And yeah, so let me stir just a little bit just to get it where I want. Anyone else joining us? Say hi.
Bochere.
Hi, Rita.
Bochere Nyabuto.
Oh, Nyabuto, hi. Thank you for joining us. Feel free to tell us which county you are in. Is it raining like here? Stay safe if it is. All right, good. So I got it where I want. So for me, I'm just gonna give me a minute. You don't want any water getting into your chocolate, by the way. It's gonna mess up your chocolate. It'll seize and become a lump. So every time I'm about to empty or maybe pour my chocolate into a bag, you lift this up and wipe the bottom. Okay, no water there. Water not good for chocolate. So for me, I'm literally just going to pour it in here. Pour it in here because I'm going to use most of it anyway. So
Mariam Mahina says, hello, Maureen.
hi Mariam, thank you for joining me. You're such an awesome person. You join me every time. Thank you for those people who are fans and join me every time. I really appreciate it. You keep me company.
Dipsy says Nairobi is crazy raining.
I know, right? It's crazy. People stay safe. I see floods happening. Cars be moving, you know? Please stay safe wherever you are. It's crazy. We're just lucky to be here and not moving around.
Nancy Nyandos. Hi, Mari, Nancy.
Hi,
Here
Nancy.
watching.
Thank you for watching and keep me company and hanging out with me so we do some drips. Alright, so I will be snipping off the edge of this, okay? So I snip off like just a little bit. I start with a little, let me just snip it. And then I see how, I just check out how it pours. And it's pouring really nicely if you can see it. Okay, so on to drip. Alright, so when we're dripping, the point is where you want it to drip, you pour a lot. Where you don't want it to drip, don't press a lot, okay? So I hope you guys can see this. So we're just gonna be pressing. Alright, space them out a little bit and let them drip by themselves. Okay, so having a turntable is so important, but it's not necessary. If you have just an old chopping board somewhere where you're able to just kind of move your cake really easily. Okay, make it as random as possible. Now if you find you still have chocolate and I still want to drip, I come back and fill some spots like those, like that. Okay, hope you can all see. Show some love if you're liking this drips. So you see, all I do is just apply pressure only when I need a drip, but I'm not applying too much pressure, just enough, just to give me the drip that I want.
Rita
Right?
Nampaso says how I drag chocolate drips. I'm watching from Kenya.
Why are you dreading them? Goodness, and they're so easy once you learn this little technique. Alright, just take them slowly. They're your friends. So I'm loving the drip I have. As you can see, I hope you can see, they don't always have to go to the bottom, right? Just enough. You can have some go to the bottom like that one, and the other ones are just fine. So you see, you need a very small amount of chocolate just to get you those drips, and for me, I am fine. I'm not even going to continue with the drips because I like the way they are.
Should it be warm? Should it be warm, the chocolate?
The chocolate, yes, it's warm, because what we've done is we've put it in a double boiler. Don't even wait for it to cool, by the way. Once it melts, pour it into the bag and start putting in there. If you've noticed, it was warm when I started with it. Now look at it, it has set completely, right? So chocolate has a tendency to just kind of set once it hits like room temperature. So once it melts, don't wait. Put it in your bag, put it in your container, and just start doing your drips. because it's still only chocolate. Now, if it's ganache, ganache stays some time, okay? And ganache, remember from the last tutorial for anyone who joined me, and if you don't, I will, you know, you can go back to the other live. Ganache is chocolate and cream, and then you melt them together. So that one still takes some time, but you still don't want it to cool completely. When it's melted, remove it, wipe the bottom of the bowl, start using it. Don't take time, just start using it right away, okay? So, to finish off our cake, I'm going to pipe some borders, and then we can finish up, okay? So my chocolate is done. Okay, so today, like I told you, I have this watercolor effect on my non-dairy. I'm using Puratos. I just whipped it up a little bit. It has some pink, some blue, and some purple, so it looks really nice. Now, today I'm gonna be trying out this tip right here, okay? It's a Wilton 4B. We call it a French tip, okay? A French tip. So, just put some okay. So fill it in there. Alright, I'm gonna pipe some beautiful, beautiful borders up in here. So we'll start with just, sorry. Alright, I'm gonna do that a different way. Like that. I like just kind of, alright. So you just apply pressure while holding it at a 90-degree angle. That's it. Alright, pipe really nice, real heavy, like so. Any comments, any questions?
Candy says, I love the technique. Mine has been very improvised.
Improvisation is good when you're a baker, but thank you very much. That works too, okay? Alright, so I'm going to do some borders at the bottom as well. Gonna do some nice blobs today, nothing complicated. But if you want, you can actually leave the bottom blank, right? It's a nice look for drips. But today I wanted to decorate this. So you can all see these lovely drips we have on here. And our lovely watercolor sponge cake. Alright, that's it. And a little bonus, let's see if we can write something with this chocolate. Just keep seeing the cake as I wipe this out. Alright. So it's not so easy to write with chocolate, but you can maybe draw some shapes. So I'm gonna come real close here and try and see what we can do with this, okay? See nicely. Alright, so alright. I see we messed up a little blob over here, so we're gonna fix that. This happens, and that's all you do. Just fix it a little bit. Yeah. And there we go. So take a look at that cake, right? And I hope you love. Any loves, likes, comments on this cake. It looks so pretty.
Trufana says, wow, I like.
Thank you,
Judy
Trufana.
says, I love these borders. They are perfect.
Awesome, thank you. Just use a French tip, okay? Wilton 4B. Wilton 4B for this tip, okay? And you can write with chocolate. By the way, I just piped it and it's starting to set. So chocolate doesn't need so much time. It just kind of sets as we continue. So yeah.
What did you use to stabilize your whipped cream?
I used nothing. Actually, this is Puratos non-dairy. So I used a whip pack. I just chilled it for 3 hours. Then I whipped it. You can just whip with a mixer for like 2 minutes or like a whisk for up to 5 minutes. And then I added a little bit of gel color That's it. I don't stabilize with anything else. So this isn't fresh cream. This is non-dairy Puratos Whippac cream. So yes. Any other questions? All right then. So thank you so much for joining me. Feel free to post any other questions about chocolate. Like I said, this is just chocolate, dark compound chocolate. That's it, nothing else. I didn't put anything in it. If you feel you're in a cold area, add a tablespoon of vegetable oil just to keep it nice and smooth, but it's not necessary. I didn't use it here, and look how my drips look amazing, okay? So you can use this drip on anything. You can use it on fresh cream. You can use it on this non-dairy, like the one I whipped up. You can use it on buttercream. You can use it on ganache. It's good for anything. And then after you've done your drips, just bite. Remember, if you're using a lot of the chocolate, this little ketchup bottle, this little tomato sauce bottle is your friend. Just fill this up with chocolate, move fast. Just go and, you know, press. However, for me, I just used piping back, all right? And I just snipped the end, did my little drips, and it comes out so easy, okay? And you can do drips with both dark chocolate and my chocolate, all right? Yay! So, my final segment. Today, I'm only giving away a prize to one person, okay? So a lot of people have been buying the book on how to start up a small baking business successfully. I have a book I've written. It's called How to Start Up a Small Baking Business Successfully. I also have a business book on how to price your products, Introduction to Cake Pricing. So I'll be giving those two books away today. Yay! Now, what is our question? We didn't even think about this one. What is our question today? Any comments or something of what I'm going to be asking people? Let me see. What can I ask you? Goodness. Should I be asking you this question? Oh, I know what to ask you. The first person to answer this question. What tip or nozzle did I use to do the piping on the top of my cake? Who was listening? Or who heard me? First person.
There's a question. Once done, can you store for later the chocolate?
The chocolate, yes, you can. Make sure it's in a container. Just put it in a cool, dry place. When you're done, just having it, if you want to use it, once again, just get your double boiler, right? Make sure water at the bottom, put a container on top and stir. It's gonna melt. Another way you can do it, by the way, is microwave. But you have to microwave it in short bursts. 5 seconds, 5 seconds. Every 5 seconds, stir. So make sure you maybe store it in a plastic container. Yeah?
Judy Jerry says Wilton 1B.
No, it's not 1B.
Faiza says 4B Wilton.
Yes, 4B. Good job, Faiza.
Faiza Nyangai.
I'm doing a happy dance for you, Faiza. Thank you very much for participating. You win, Faiza. Make sure you inbox me, right? So you can give me your email address so I can send you the 2 ebooks, right? Anyone here? I keep talking about homework in all these lives. Can you guys go do these things and come and post on these lives, okay? I want somebody to make sure they've done their drips, all right? So thank you so much for joining us in this rain. Stay warm. There are your drips. Goodbye.